The dot on a Saturday morning. Rise and shine, people. It is Saturday. The weekend is here. Are you ready for a good weekend? I am. And let me tell you who else is. Mother Nature. Look outside. That is gorgeous, gorgeous. We're looking on our Tower Cam network, of course, taking us over to downtown Orlando, looking off toward Lake Ivanhoe and out toward like the Winter Garden area. It is just beautiful. Let's take a look at our other downtown Orlando Tower Cam. This one across I-4 looking back toward the city. It's beautiful. Isn't it? Blue skies over top of us. Let's head over to the Orlando International Airport. That camera's down. Of course it is. Let's head over to the tourist district. Looking good. Over to the shoreline. Let's start south and work our way north. Melbourne, good morning. Looking good by you. Let's head up to Cocoa. Looking over toward Port Canaveral. The sun is shining. The Kennedy Space Center. Already seeing a few clouds, kind of puffy cumulus clouds over at the Vehicle Assembly Building. I like that. And then into Volusia County we go. Oh, come on. Like, it's not even fair. It's not even fair. Now, I get why so many people are moving to Central Florida. Why wouldn't you? First warning, live Doppler radar, completely rain-free. Love that for us. Here's a look at temperatures across town. We're sitting at 73 in Orlando. It's 71 degrees in Leesburg, 66 in Ocala, 78 degrees in Melbourne. So it's a little warmer over that direction, but really, really nice forecast. So here's a look at our 12-hour forecast, and we watch those temperatures quickly climbing. 84 degrees by 11 o'clock, 86 by 1 o'clock, and 88 degrees, our high temperature today. Then we bubble up a couple of showers and thunder showers, and it does look like 6, 7, 8 o'clock. That's when the rain chances really do kind of peak out before dropping, oh my gosh, excuse me, little bit by little bit, just thereafter. So with that said, our Saturday looking great. Looking great. How you doing this morning? Let's see. Debbie, good morning. Carmelo, Jeannie, Jeanette, Chris, Karen, good morning, y'all. How are you? Julie, how are you? Paul, good morning. Rise and shine. Shiv, good morning. Where is my real nature seek and destroy? Sometimes I read comments and wonder what the heck's happening here. Where's my real nature seek and destroy? What? Okay. Let's grab some coffee and wake up. We'll try it again. Carla, good morning to you. Vanessa says Florida is full. Boy, I'll tell you, it sure seems like people are finding ways to throw a house in a corner here or there, right? Isn't it that way? I feel like it. Oh, brand new community, one house for sale. Oh, man. Love it. Too funny. All right. Carla, good morning to you. All right, we good? It's a Saturday morning. Are we ready for a great day? Let's make it a great day. No rain here last night. Nancy, I don't know where you are, but I can tell you didn't get any rain in my house either. Yeah, Taylor says, can I just go back to bed and try again? Oh my God, right? I would love to do that. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh yeah, you have to work, bro. It took me a minute. Yeah. Oh well, you're going to do what you're going to do. All right, Chrissy, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Chrissy says, yay, yard work. Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there. I've been doing a little bit of that in my neighborhood. Lots and lots of events. Let's see, it's 8 o'clock now, which means that the farmers market just got going over in Winter Park. Beautiful weather for that event if you're heading out that direction. Clouds are going to be building, though, later this morning, which then makes you wonder, if the clouds are building, do we get some showers and storms? I could tell you the answer to that's absolutely, right? And how can we tell? We can check in on our Futurecast model. So let me type in the letters and I can pull that up for you. All right, here we go. This morning, Futurecast looking good. We'll keep it nice and quiet through lunchtime today. But after lunchtime, one thing you will notice is that we are going to start to see those clouds on the build, right? So let's do this. 1:30, 2 o'clock. Kind of start to see those clouds developing some showers, particularly in our western areas. 4, 4:30, 5 o'clock, seeing those showers and thunder showers bubbling up. And then really around 6 o'clock, that's when the sea breezes collide. Excuse me. And that's when we get those showers and storms going. Do some work?
Yeah.
Or do you need to?
I was gonna wait for Coffee Talk to be over.
Oh,
so
I mean,
walk through.
you can do your thing. There's only so many minutes in that chroma key availability, buddy. Gotta get those kids these days. Teach them well and let them lead the way. All right, so outdoor plans today, no matter what you're doing. If you live out west, plan for those showers and thunder showers. If you're wanting to head to the beach, it looks like it's going to be a fine day. And then beyond that, notice 7, 8 o'clock, may see some of those showers try to sneak off to the east, but by 10 o'clock, we're just about done and over with. So rain coverage for today absolutely is wanting to focus on our western areas, right? The beaches, you're just about perfect. I mean, seriously, your weather is going to be fantastic. The metro area may see a few showers, particularly West Orange County into Lake County, even into West Seminole County. All right. That's just kind of the setup for today. I'm happy to say for tomorrow, the models are essentially going bone dry. Yeah, which means for Mother's Day, don't forget, people. Don't forget, if you're heading out to brunch with mom, whatever you're doing, it's looking fantastic. Yeah. So there you go. 83 tomorrow for that late morning brunch. We'll be up to 90 degrees for the afternoon family time. And then little by little, we'll be dropping little by little. All right. The beach tomorrow will be looking fantastic. If you're wanting to head to the beach today, it's looking fantastic. Here's the the overall setup. Waves offshore, not really all that bad, about 2 to 3 feet. We're at about 1 to 2 breakers, and water temperatures are in the upper range of the 70s. What more can you ask for? Moderate risk of rip currents. So you have to remember, if you're caught in a rip current, you want to swim parallel to the shoreline. But yeah, Taylor says, I want to go to the beach, but I don't want to deal with all the people. That is the story of my life. I want to do all the things, but I don't want to deal with the people. So, yep. Can confirm. That's where I am too. Join says, yikes, no rain in Palm Bay again. Getting dry down here. We need some rain. Yeah, it's true. Yep. Oh, well. Listen, we're getting into the rainy season pattern. We're not there yet, but little by little, we're getting into the rainy season pattern. If you're going out to the theme parks, heading out, for example, Epcot open today, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. We'll be watching those showers and thunder showers popping. I think for the most part, we should be good in our tourist district, but there is the chance to see some of that rainfall around, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock before it moves out west. There is the chance to see some of that rainfall in the metro area, the tourist district. Joanne's asking, any rain in sight for the East Coast? At least for right now, no. But let's do this. Let's do our long-range futurecast and at least kind of look a little bit more down the pike, okay? So Monday, nice and dry. Tuesday, may see some showers out east. Wednesday, definitely looking at a better opportunity for showers and thunder showers, right? Like in our eastern areas, perhaps. Thursday, kind of focusing out west, but could get a couple of showers east of town. And then Friday, it doesn't really show it. But for right now, Friday is looking like it has an opportunity to get some stronger storms firing up. So let's share the 7-day forecast as it stands, okay? And right now there's a 50% coverage of rain, but it looks like there may be a few additional dynamics upstairs that we could get a little feistier. So what you can very clearly notice right off the bat, today we've got some storms. Tomorrow into Monday, rain chances go down. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the rain chances return back up to that 50% coverage. And essentially, we put ourselves into the rainy season. This is very clear that Mother Nature is wanting to kickstart the rainy season. So does that mean that the rainy season starts Tuesday? No. And it all gets into the technicalities. What we're noticing is that the rainy season wants to kick in, right? Because as soon as we kind of clear out, we are developing those showers and storms. We're technically 14 days away from the average start of the rainy season, but we can't call it until cold front's confirmed to stop, okay? And those daily storms are firing up. So we know those daily storms are firing up, every one of the days, but do the cold fronts stop? That's the question. One way that we can check that is using the long-range American GFS model data. All right, this is not something that I'm going to be like showing on TV, but one thing that I'm watching, why I don't think that we're technically starting the rainy season, is if you look, those temperatures are on their way up, right? And they stay up, but right in here, you got 89, 84. The 21st, 22nd, 23rd, the GFS model is hinting at a temperature drop. That would be a cold front. Even if it's not cold, it would be a frontal boundary. So right now we're setting up, like Mother Nature's ready for it, but we have to get the fronts to stop. So that's why we don't declare a date that we always start the rainy season. As a matter of fact, if we look at the last few years, the rainy season, and I don't have a published date. I have to get with the Weather Service on that for the start of the rainy season last year. But if you notice, in 2021, it started June the 2nd. In 2020, it started May 21st. In 2019, it was June 1st. 2018, it was May the 12th. So we're in the ballpark. But what we have to wait for, that last cold front to be done and over with. So what ends up happening is that the Weather Service usually publishes a document and basically was like, we know it, like we're in the rainy season, and the Weather Service is like, the last cold front moved through X day, so the rainy season started X+1. And that's the way that it always goes. So we're not there yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Kind of like hurricane season. We'll get there. Speaking of hurricane season, just for full disclosure, we are not there yet, but we are less than 3 weeks away. We are now 19 days from the beginning of hurricane season. All right. Today's the 13th. Tomorrow's the 14th. Monday is the 15th. Now, Monday is a particularly unique day in the weather world. So it used to be that the National Hurricane Center did not issue their tropical weather advisories daily or every 6 hours, except for during the hurricane season. There was a big movement, if you recall, a couple of years ago to make hurricane season start earlier because 7 out of the last 10 years, we've had a May tropical system. Didn't get one last year. But what the Hurricane Center did is they said, we're not going to expand hurricane season, but what we will do is we will start issuing our tropical weather outlooks the 15th of May. That's the product. The Tropical Weather Outlook is the product, is this. That outlines tropical development chances over the next 7 days. So that starts on Monday. We're not going to be into hurricane season yet, but that starts on Monday. So definitely something to start tracking. Now, if you missed it this week, we did get data from the National Hurricane Center stating that there was a tropical system that has formed. Let me take you to the satellite imagery. This is January 16th, 2023. And yeah, let me zoom in. You see that bugger right there? For perspective, on the left there, you can see that's New York and Washington and all that. But yeah, this thing here, that is a subtropical storm. It ended up not getting a name, but it formed. Yeah. Formed from a nor'easter. So it counts as being a named storm, but it's not retroactively going to be named Arlene. All right. So when we look at our tropical scorecard, we have had one named storm this year. Didn't even have an invest or a potential tropical cyclone. Went right to it. Yeah. And this is going to be one of those, and we talked a lot about this yesterday. We got into some nerd data with Climo, etc. Yeah. I was just watching this plane crash video on the Today Show. As somebody who used to fly airplanes, it's just wild to watch it. Sorry. So kind of interesting stuff there. Hurricane season starts. One thing that I will always share is our hurricane season forecasts. And as of right now, So we've got one named storm already. Colorado State University calling for a slightly below average. Average is 14. Colorado State calling for 13. Wesh calling for at or slightly above. And Phil Klotzbach, when I chatted with him at the Governor's Hurricane Conference, did say that he thought more than likely, exactly, Chris, a squirrel, more than likely he was going to up his numbers for his next update. Whereas the Wesh hurricane season forecast is set. We're good. We're good. Where's Cam? Sleeping? I don't know. She's not here. Hopefully she's sleeping or relaxing at home. Bo says that red blob coming off Texas looks nasty. Yeah, there's a little goober out there. We'll go back to the tropical satellite. It's not expected to develop. Here's the satellite imagery. Yeah, there's some moisture out there for sure. It's going and getting data. I've got this data set is high resolution, so it always takes a few extra seconds. But yeah, forming over land, so not a tropical thing. Yeah, but you can see it there. Yeah. Is Wesh going to do a primetime hurricane special? Yes. My week this week is essentially 100% working on that. Yep. Jesse says, hey, Eric, excited for UCF in the Big 12. I'm a fellow Marching Knight. Well, hey, Jesse, am I excited? I'll let you be the judge, okay? This is my home screen on my phone. And it's always, and I do change from time to time. When my home screen does change from time to time. It goes from that. Sometimes it's this one. But yeah. I'd say 80% of the time my phone's home screen is something UCF related. So there's that. Am I excited? Maybe a little bit. All right. While we don't have anything to track in the tropics right now, just remember that we do see systems form during the month of May. Each one of those little dots is where tropical systems historically have formed during the month of May. Since records go back to 1851, about 19% of hurricane seasons or 19% of years have developed a May tropical system. But 7 out of the last 10 years have given us a system. So each one of those dots is kind of the origin points. What ends up happening? Where do we end up typically seeing these things forming, right? It always has to do with an old front. I mean, I'd say 90% of the time. You get an old front that stops, and what it does is that front will fade, it'll develop a tropical system, and it'll kickstart Florida's rainy season in like a 1-2 kind of punch. So you can see there's a lot of those little dots are around Florida, and they are, so there you go. So one of those interesting points. We'll wait and see if something forms this month, but it is what it is. I do need to let the boss know. Last year we had a tropical sponsor, and I need to follow up and see if that's still a thing. Yeah. Yep. Just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the moms and the dads who have to be both. Indeed, Becca. Kenneth, will someone who actually has Eric's attention please tell him to reboot this computer today? The audio has artifacts indicating there are too many failed processes running. I rebooted the weather computer, but maybe I need to reboot my MacBook Air. So I'll do that one too. Yeah, go Knights. Go Knights. Jesse says I have the schedule one too. Yeah, I got the old one because this was the logo. This was the logo when I was at UCF, so I have to throw some retro love. Oh well. I did reboot my computer this morning, though, Chris. Yes. All right. So that's where we're at. Any other questions, comments, concerns about anything at all? 8:20. It's the time, and somebody hasn't done any weather. Have you done anything over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been building out the hit.
Oh, you've been building. Okay. Oh, I forget it's up over on that computer.
Yeah.
I'm going to use your workstation or your workspace just using the Today Show hit.
Okay.
For my Today hit. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Why do I want that graphic to morph into a spaghetti model? I don't. I mean, I know it's coming. I just don't want it. Ugh. Karen, miss you in West. Well, thank you. I had a great week in West Palm. And you know what I had for dinner yesterday? The smoky pasta, because I brought some back with me. Just wish that one of my friends had a recipe for that sauce. Let's see. Nobody has a recipe. Literally, all of my friends that have ever lived in West Palm, the news director at WPBF even liked the post and she laughed at it. But do you think that Emily went ahead and commented the recipe? She probably doesn't have it either. But you're the news director at WPBF, Emily. You can get me the recipe. I just want the recipe for the CR Chick smoky pasta sauce. I'll put it over chicken. Oh, well. All right. Enough's enough. Today, 40% coverage of showers and thunder showers. Drier for our Mother's Day. Drier for Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Man, oh, man. Looks like it's back to summer. Showers and storms. Oh, I didn't do this. How much time do we have? Can you look in the bottom right corner of the teleprompter and tell me?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. All right, we're going to have to do this quickly. All right. Haven't looked at the model this morning since I was looking at models to the forecast, just to see, is the GFS trying to do any kind of development? Hold on. Oceanic, Caribbean, pressure. All right, during hurricane season on Coffee Talk, we always look to the tropical models just to see what's doing. This is the mean sea level pressure normalized anomaly. The orange shades, drier air or higher pressure. The blue shades, lower pressure. Let's just look and see. Little something interesting off the east coast there. Little area of low pressure, off the coast of the Carolinas. Kind of makes sense. 1,004 millibar low. Old frontal boundary there Thursday. You see that lowered pressure over Florida? Remember what I said? That's usually what helps to start the rainy season, and that's usually what helps to start early season front. Tropical systems. Something interesting to watch there. All right, continuing on. Watching kind of that moisture around. Yeah. Lowering pressure out east of us. That would be the Nicole part of the pattern there. Whether or not it happens and does anything, that's to be seen. But lowering pressure out east. There's lower pressure over Florida. All right. There's your, wow, there you go. There's the Nicole part of the pattern right there. Monday, May 29th. Lowered pressure over the Bahamas and southeast Florida. There's your Nicole part of the pattern. Whether or not it develops into anything, I mean, I personally would rather it not. But if it does, it is what it is. All right. I got to go. Be good. Christina, you got anything to say to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
She says hi, everybody.
Happy Saturday.
Ping says hi. Ryan says hi.
Happy Sarah.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Are we doing our things on the air tomorrow?
I think tomorrow.
Okay. I have to tell Jeannie to watch.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But I wasn't kidding, though. Literally, the text message from Jeannie said
She got hit because
First text, morning. Second text, Alexander woke up hitting me and telling me I want my dad, not you.
Oh my goodness.
You really said that?
He really said that.
Oh.
How old is Alexander?
2.5.
Oh my God.
He also last night said to me that when I picked him up to go out of the pool, as he asked me to, he looked at me and said, "Daddy, this is unacceptable."
But you learned that word from somewhere.
Terrible twos.
He's just,
I really want to meet him so bad.
oh, I'll bring him in. We'll bring him in. That feisty little goober. All right.
He takes after his dad.
And little Eric gets that sauciness from Mama. All right. Be the sunshine, everybody. I will see you guys on TV in a couple of minutes and Coffee Talk Live tomorrow morning. And if there's some stormy weather, I'll be shooting out the tweets and all that. All right. Take care. Oh, one more thing. Ooh, squirrel. I've got a cool Throwback Thursday picture to post on Facebook today that one of the meteorologists from the Weather Service sent me. You're going to laugh bigly. All right.